So this guy actually grew up not being proud of his Filipino heritage. And also, I'm honestly curious to see exactly why that is. And to be honest, you guys linked this over a lot, so I'm really excited for it. It's going to be something that's really intriguing and honestly very, very beautiful. I guarantee it. So without further ado, come join me. Let's go.
Growing up, I really didn't like being Filipino. I didn't. I wasn't proud to be Filipino. I didn't have any reason to be proud. Straight up. I wanted to be Hawaiian in high school. I wanted to be Hawaiian because everybody loved Hawaii. They didn't talk about the Philippines, and when they did talk about the Philippines, it was not good. You know, kidnappings in the Philippines, poverty, corruption, and you're like, why would I want to be a part of that? And then those immigrants would come, and the jokes came. It's like, oh, they're a bunch of fobs, fresh off the boat. So growing up, I never really wanted to be Filipino. It didn't change until I was over 40. Before that, it was all business. It was all making money. That's who I was. But it happened 16, 17 years ago, and really saw the Philippines. That's where it all changed.
Better late than never.
Walking through those slums and feeling what I felt. You know, I just felt their pain. And I felt their joy. And I'm just like, what the hell is that? How do you feel pain and how do you feel joy? What the hell is this thing going on in my heart? I never felt that in my life before. These are like strangers. These were supposed to be the bad people that made me look bad. These were supposed to be the kidnappers. And I'm the guy who walks in there.
Oh, dude, not the kid playing the guitar too.
And I walked out of there with something more. And instead of me giving them something, they gave me something back. I felt something in my heart. I felt this connection. And it was pure. There's this like...
You know, I honestly love what he's saying here just from the get-go, because even with Brazil, for example, like even growing up, you hear a lot of people say a lot of bad things about Brazil. You know, so many things with drugs or this or that. You know, I grew up knowing that, and it is really like sad. But when people would like make fun of it or anything, I never took it to heart. But I never experienced what he experienced about being ashamed of it per se. I mean, don't get me wrong, it definitely hurt hearing stuff like that, because I know the good parts of Brazil. I know the beauties that it has in every place. I mean, this basically lit up the way for me to realize that not every place is perfect, and that's what makes it beautiful. And it shows you so many different versions of yourself. And I find this so wonderful just seeing this.
Thing that I was feeling about them, and I could never explain what it was. But it made me happy. And it made me feel good. It was the day I became Filipino. It was the day I felt them and they felt me. I went on that trip to the Philippines as an American, but I came back as a Filipino. And that was the biggest gift that I could ever have. I fell in love with the people, and I fell in love with a country that I never knew. And it came back and it lived right there. And I said, our people need to know. My cousins need to know. My friends need to know. And that's really where I was on a mission to tell the truth. And that's kind of where I'm at today.
That is incredibly wonderful.
The Filipino story is a Cliff Note version of what I wanted to know about my own people and this country called the Philippines, where I've encapsulated everything that I feel in my heart as a Filipino. Our goal is to move, touch, and inspire a Filipino audience to realize our true greatness.
Oh my goodness.
People. And they could finish it with clarity, knowing, oh my God, I'm a Filipino. Now I know where I come from. Now I know what happened. And oh my God, it moves my heart.
All it takes is understanding, knowing.
Just Phil-Am. I'm Filipino. And when I thought there were two types of Filipino, a Phil-Am and a Filipino, there's only one. And as much as I made fun of the immigrants that came and called them boat people, we're one people on the same journey, on the same boat. And I know that now. And that boat is how we're gonna get to greatness again.
That is incredible, bro. And I've seen this animation, man. It's a wonderful animation.
People to come on this boat with us. If they're yearning to understand who they are, what happened, I mean, join us, because we're here to tell that. Finally, and I'm doing this for my kids. I want my kids to know, and I want my kids' kids to know that they come from a great land, a great people. If you're one of those people, join us. Just join us. Because you're gonna realize at the end of the day, we're all on the same boat. And the boat's gonna get stronger and it's gonna get faster to the destination we wanna get to if everybody just hops on. That's all we're asking. It's gonna be a fun ride. It's gonna be a beautiful ride, I promise you.
That is so beautiful, man. Oh my goodness. Starting out as someone who's not really proud of, you know, what your heritage is and not being proud of being Filipino, to then realize that there was more to just, hey, I'm a Filipino, that's it, period. There's more to it than that. There's humanity in that. There is culture in that. There's so much more to it. And all it took was understanding and really just cultivating that thought deep inside, because obviously, like he mentioned, he keeps it close to his heart now. He came back a Filipino rather than when he left as an American going there. He came back a Filipino, and that's, I feel, one of the most beautiful things about experiencing the Philippines. And this is why, like, even just traveling in general can open your eyes to so many, like, thoughts that you feel like you don't have the key to yet, but once you go to these places, it unlocks that part in your head. And the Philippines was one of the biggest doors that I wanted to open, and I can tell you right now, it was worth it. So worth it, in fact, that I want to re-enter that door again. And that door is already open, okay? Because I've already been to the Philippines now, and oh man, the realization that people themselves can be so incredibly admirable, incredibly kind, and you see it for yourself rather than only just in videos. You see it for yourself, like I have seen. And I want you guys to understand, all the vlogs are on my channel, but there is parts that I didn't record. There's parts that when I was in the Philippines talking to a pianist there who was playing the piano in the mall, I had a conversation with him. I didn't put that in the vlog because I put the camera down. And I conversated with him, and I wanted to know what was going on. He asked me, hey, you know, I love Brazil. We love Brazil here. Filipinos, we love Brazil. And that was one of the most wholesome things that I was experiencing there, and just fascinated by how he was playing the piano so effortlessly in front of everybody and without a care in the world, just purely loving the music. And I've even seen and heard some singers and been in disbelief that weren't on the vlog, right? Because I didn't just record every single bit. I recorded about like 65% of my experience there to 70%. And if you guys want to see that, it's all there on my channel. But those parts that I didn't record are just as important as the ones I did. It was beautiful, and it adds to what he's saying, that, you know, you go there and you come back a different person when you see these things. It matters, man, and it's important. So beautiful. Thank you guys for linking this over to me, and thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hey, if you liked it, leave a like. If you loved it, subscribe. If you want more, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, till next time, guys. Peace.
A river runs through golden sands. Dreams are woven in fragile hands.